Welcome to the
Peeew, where Ernie's gonna blow the lid off the case.
Well, I was asking Michael about certain Facebook posts that I had seen recently, like in the past week or 2 weeks, where someone was complaining.
Who did you say it was? De facto rich? That's what she said.
In fact, though, I didn't say that.
I thought you said it was de facto rich.
I'm not sure if I said that, but if
I'm
you
sure
want to say,
it.
if you want to say that,
I don't want to say it, but you said it.
More power to you.
I don't want to say it, and I don't even want you to say it.
Anyway, a certain nightclubber was complaining that it's irrelevant who said it. I'm just saying that.
You're saying de facto rich is irrelevant?
You said it. Anyway.
I don't think de facto rich is irrelevant.
Nor
fact, I love de facto rich.
I think he's so relevant that we're talking about him.
Yeah.
So he was complaining that people were doing drugs in the open at Outrage.
People are doing drugs out in the open!
And he felt that they should be more discreet and go into the bathroom to
that's
actually
true.
Drugs.
Well, actually, they shouldn't do drugs at all.
That they're going to ruin the party for everybody because they're so lazy to get up out of the sofa to walk over to the private bathroom where you could just easily, where there's never any line even.
A line? There's never a line in the bathroom? No. That's because they're all doing it out there.
Right, because they're all doing it on the sofa.
Yeah, first of all...
So anyway, yes, apparently everyone at Michael's party is doing drugs in the open.
Well, not everybody at Michael's party. I don't think they should be doing drugs at all. If you want to know that, if I had my druthers.
Really? Well, then why would they come to your party if they weren't doing
to socialize. Well, are you saying that you have to be on drugs to have a good time?
Yes.
I don't think that's true. I used to think that was true, but I don't think it's true now. I mean, I'm not on drugs now, and I'm having fun. I mean,
that's true.
So
I'm not high either.
It depends on what you're doing, I suppose. And there's always so much going on over to the Outrage, with the superstar DJ Kyoki.
See, I find it very hard to go out on a Monday night unless I've had a bump.
A bump of what?
Of coke.
Well, I will remember. So from now on, when I throw your name on those committees,
I have to give you a bump of coke. Right.
Because I've been throwing Ernie's name on committees. And most people that works for us say, hey, you're hosting Monday night. And I call Ernie and I say, hey, you're hosting Monday night. And I say, I can't. I'm busy. I'm going to go grocery shopping.
Well, no, I'm very busy.
I'm grocery shopping.
No, I don't do that. No, I don't ever go. You know that I don't. You lived with me. I hate grocery shopping.
I like grocery shopping.
Did you ever see me grocery shop once in 14 months?
Begrudgingly.
You're right, because I hate
it.
I absolutely hate supermarkets.
So really, who else was posting on Facebook?
Well, so there was that post, and then I responded to that post saying that I didn't necessarily agree. I was ambivalent about that.
I don't necessarily agree.
I was ambivalent about it because I feel that people should just be able to use their drugs out in the open, and having to go in the bathroom, it's a form of oppression.
Well, it could be seen that way.
We're being oppressed by the police, by the politically correct people to hide in shame and do it where nobody can see us.
And history shows you, tell us that when you hide things, they fester. They like a festering boil. They become more
explosive.
Yeah. Until they just float.
So a bunch of white pus goes spraying all over the place.
White, powdery pus.
We'll be right back.
And now a word from our sponsor.
Welcome back to the Peew, where we are going to tell you all about the presidential debate, or the presidential election, yes. And what we think about Donald Trump and the Donald and the Hillary.
I thought it was very funny that some writer last week actually compared you to Donald Trump.
Really?
Yeah, said that you had cis white male privilege, just like Donald Trump, because he could grab women's pussies and get elected president, and you could kill somebody and then get to have a party at Roper's Room.
Well, hey, Dolce.
Fair comparison?
I don't think so. I mean, first of all, my crime didn't have anything to do with the party. You know, hey, stop that. But and also Donald Trump is just awful. He's an awfully unlikable character.
I agree. I've never liked him.
I'm not an unlikable character.
No, you're likable.
But you know, everybody's up in arms that Hillary didn't win, and I say that actually it's a good thing that Hillary didn't win.
Well, it's important to note that she actually did win by 2 million votes, the popular vote. So she didn't win that stupid electoral college that nobody understands, and will never be changed.
But in a way, it's actually a good thing that that Trump won, because had Hillary have won, and this is true, had Hillary have won, the kind of liberal, left-wing, radical, gay groups would have become complacent and probably disbanded under the false notion that they're no longer necessary. Whereas now, because Trump is in power, they're going to be energized, and they're going to be brainstorming and coming up with great ways of...
Right, because they're all going to feel uncomfortable.
Yes.
President Trump.
Well, I know that you're being facetious there, but
they're not going to feel that they have a safe place.
See, now you're being, but that's not fair, because in this case, actually, that's true.
Of course, it's true.
Yeah, but you're making fun of people who are like, and that's not right. And that's not right to make fun of people.
Am I bullying?
You are bullying.
This dog is bullying me. It's biting me.
Speaking of bullying, we are nemesis.
Oh, this dog is biting me.
Stop it, Dolce. Stop it. We're going to send Dolce after our nemesis. Who's our nemesis? Who's our nemesis? Tell the Pewers who our nemesis is.
Michael was discussing our nemesis, whose name, I'm not even sure what his or her name is at this point.
It
goes by multiple
It's all
names.
like a bad dream. A big
dream,
bad
dream,
dream.
dum dum. There is this. Oh my God, this dog.
No, not a dog. There's a
bitch.
A bitch. And her name is
Dream Dumbo.
Yeah, and she seems to hate Ernie.
I've never done anything to her.
Well, I've never done
She
anything
doesn't
to her
hate
either.
me. She hates you.
Well, I don't know why. I've never done anything to her either. She's the person who tried to
made her feel uncomfortable.
Yes,
and
that's what
you
he was getting
threatened her safe space.
Because she's the one who tried back when she was a he, when she was Mark Domu, and she was one of the nightlife editor, I guess, at
Next magazine,
right? And she tried to get have a.
Well, she successfully got us canceled at Lovegun at first.
At first.
And then there was like a big stink about it, and then he got fired, and then we got hired, and then Lovegun went out of business, and then Mark decided to become a woman.
Since you've been gone.
I mean, I don't know if any of those events had anything to do with his gender transition.
Well,
loss of job, loss of our job,
loss of
comeuppance,
loss of hand job, loss of. So then he became a her, and now she's a bitch, bitching that we should be, that I should be. They should be boycotting. Outrage. It's an outrage. They should be boycotting outrage. So she called for an outrage for a boycott this week, and nothing happened.
Biggest night ever.
Yeah, it was a record. All the attention brought, and
so can you next week call for another boycott, because he needs bigger numbers.
The New York Times and Vogue both want to do stories about this, about the Nazi-like actions of a handful of what Rush Limbaugh calls feminazis, the feminazis.
See you next time.
Bye.